shipping containers. Okay, so there are some critics out there that have thrown out a lot of maybe concerns, right, of using shipping containers. And a few, I'm not going to go through all of them, but a few have been, the thermal conductivity of steel, right, and how you have to adapt and pay all these additional costs for that. And then also, the chemicals in the paint that was purposely added to, withstand the wear and tear while they're exposed to water and, during transport. And then also some of them that say, well, for a shipping container to be feasible, you have to almost buy a new shipping container, purchase one versus reuse an older one. So what would be the savings or to the environment or the costs by if that was your only option. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there to you because and see if you have a response, but then also I guess let everyone know that those concerns, even though they're warranted, there are answers to that.
Absolutely, there's answers. I love to talk
Great,
about this
great.
because these are some of the most frequent questions that come up around containers.
Hmm.
So, first of all, our company was founded with a tenet of sustainability.
Mm.
So, we have a trade deficit in this country. We
Yes,
import about 15 million containers and we export about 11.
right.
So, there's 4 million available containers, and most of them are one way.
Got it. Oh, I see.
Why
Mm.
would overseas countries pay to ship an empty back when they can just send us a new one full of stuff?
Exactly. Got it.
So here we have 4 million available containers
Hmm.
that are made to stuff with 65,000 pounds of material and
Right.
stacked 10 high.
Mm.
So they're basically steel moment frame building blocks for us.
Yes. Yes.
So we only source, since there's so many containers, we could house 100,000 units of
Mhm.
affordable housing and still not touch the available containers that we have.
Got it.
We have some work to do.
Got it.
So we procure only the best of the best. Since there are so many, we're able to be very picky.
Right.
Our containers are procured and sourced before they even leave
Mhm.
overseas, mostly China.
Mm.
We have restrictions that containers, in order to be used by Crate Modular, have to only be one way, dry goods only.
Got it.
Every container has a serial number on it,
Mm.
and that serial number tells you when the container was built,
Mm.
what was in it, when it
Mm.
left, when
Mm.
it came to LA, what it's been doing since. And these containers are tested rigorously for their shipping container life.
Right.
So they have, various industries and acronyms that test all these containers, and then we further do our own testing on the container once it hits
Got it.
our parking lot in the city of Carson in Los Angeles
Got
County.
it. Got it.
And in regards to the conductivity of the metal,
Mhm.
so we do a thermal break with spray foam,
Mm.
and there's three different kinds of insulation in our
Mm.
buildings.
Mm.
So we really insulate the heck out of them. And there's some byproducts of this.
Mm.
So it ends up that the units are very acoustically sound.
Ah.
I was at Potter's Lane, the affordable
Mhm.
housing project, jumping up and down and screaming on the second floor. My
Mm.
colleague below could not hear me.
Wow. That alone, I'm sold because I'm actually hypersensitive to sound. I used to live in apartments and condos in various areas, and surprisingly enough, sound is such an added cost. There are ways to build around that too, but it just costs way too much to
The
pencil in.
containers inherently have that. So
Right.
there's
That's
a
awesome.
reflective
That's what
system. So
that's
it's like
great.
12 inches of
Mhm.
insulation in between units.
Yeah.
The floor ceiling assembly, they sit on corner blocks actually. So the
Wow.
actual floor is isolated from the ceiling below. You do not get that with wood.
Got
We
it.
have a lot of larger spans than wood. And then the alloy, it's actually a steel alloy called Core 10 steel.
Mm,
And that's what the containers are made of. They're very, very strong.
I see.
And they weather at a rate of 1/100th of an inch per 100 years. So
Hmm.
they're practically indestructible. And then we coat it 4 times with rust primer and color primer and exterior latex coatings.
Okay, great. Yeah, that addresses it for me. I just wanted to
Yeah.
kind of point that out.